At some point in human existence, images were used to record events to represent the spoken word, so that communication could transcend space and time. The concept came to be known as art, and art has now transcended the use of traditional mediums and materials. The modern artist uses Adobe Photoshop, and even before that, he used a good scanner. Virtual V takes a look at some scanners in the market and what they have to offer.
Scanner is basically an input device through which you can scan anything, say a 3D object or a 2D object, and save it as a file on your PC.
Different type of scanners available from, let's say, start from range handheld, then we have sheet feed, then we have flatbed in the latest technology.
Basically, flatbed, you can have a 2D object as well as 3D objects. So while in paper feed, you cannot scan 3D objects because you have to manually feed the shade. While handheld is basically used for, say, basic scanning, where not a high resolution is required. It's basically for low-end resolution.
In flatbed, the latest technology is the transparency unit, where you can scan your negatives, which you click from your still cameras, take out the negatives from the Photoshop, scan it from your scanner, and send it to your relatives through an email, through a fax, from the scanner directly.
Just click Start Program, go to that particular application. There you will be having option to either preview that particular image or scan it directly. First, what you can do is preview that particular image, select whatever part of the object you want to scan, just select it and then start scanning. You can also adjust the resolution. If you want to scan at 100 dpi, you want to make a small file, then you can select a low resolution. Once you scan a particular thing, you can store it as a BMP or a JPG file, and after storing the file, you can, through any utility or any application, say Photoshop or say imaging, you can edit that particular image. What you should look before buying any scanner is number of things are there. The first one is the resolution of the scanner. What you mean by resolution is, okay, how much pixels does the scanner detect while scanning. Say suppose it's 300 dpi, it means that in one particular line it will detect or say scan 300 dots per line. The second thing will be what depth does it support, what color. Say some scanners support 24-bit, others support 36-bit. More the color depth, more clearer the picture will be, and more true to life pictures you can scan. Third one is the scan area. So how big documents you can scan or how big objects you can scan. It may be A4 size, it may be legal size, or maybe A3, A2. It depends. The price is going increasing as the size increases.
The basic softwares available with the scanners which you should look for is the scanning software, the editing software, the OCR software, and the copier software. The basic requirement is these days the Pentium with 32 MB RAM, at least 4.3 GB hard disk. The hard disk space depends on the software bundled with the scanner. It can go from 10 MB to 40 MB. A good display card where you can see the scanned images as it is, which you scan, and a printer, of course.
Okay, it is time now.